Hello again, YouTube. Welcome to another video for our South Carolina living series. Today we are using another part of our deer. We are using these big old chunks of meat here, and we're taking out the bones, taking off the silver skin and the fat, and we are making, yes, we are making deer jerky. And this is Pat's deer jerky recipe that we're using. He has asked me not to show you, so I'm not going to show you what it says, but just let it know that there's several ingredients that may or may not be here, plus some other ones that we're going to be adding into this. And we're going to take you along with it for the ride, and hopefully it turns out good. But the first part of that is we have to remove the bones and the fat and the silver skin all off of these two chubs. Now we weighed these two chubs out, and it comes up to about 11 pounds with the bones and the fat. So we're hoping it gets down around 8 to 9 pounds without the fat and the bone pieces in. It's only a small bone, and that pretty much goes with what we're supposed to have for the recipe that we got. And we're going to try this recipe, and then of course however we want to add or subtract from it for our taste, that'll be a good thing. And then we have a special dehydrator machine that we actually won, so we're going to use it. It's a Cabela's one, a little tin tray dehydrator we're going to be using to dehydrate us some nice venison jerky. And then we're going to be probably vacuum sealing it and freezing some, and you know, of course eating some. That's what we got to do. But it is a hands-on process, and it takes a little bit of time, but like I said, once we're done with this part, we'll show you the next. Okay, we have chopped up the jerky meat. We had some fat and some silver skin and some other stuff there. This is kind of what we did with it. We were cutting it into strips and just chunks to get most of the parts out of it. You kind of see how thick we got it. There's going to be big pieces, small pieces. Because we were trying to get all the fat off of it as much as we could, but we've got all this, and that's what's going in the bowl to be marinated. We're going to add the marinade in there. We got all the bones in here, bones and some other pieces, like I said, the silver skin pieces and stuff that were just too small. We're going to boil this up and make some more venison broth. That's going to be awesome. Like I said, the next step is mix up the marinade and put it in there, and we'll get back to you when we get up to that stage. Okay, we got the marinade stuff all mixed together here per the prescribed amount, which was 9 pounds of meat is what this is supposed to be for. We weighed ours, and by our best guesstimation, we're just over 7 pounds. After the 11 pounds and taking the bones and the silver skin and everything else out. So if the recipe says 9 pounds and this is for 9 pounds, that means this will just have a little bit more kick to it, according to the person who gave me the recipe. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we are going to get this going in here so you guys can see the cool consistency or whatever it is here. Looks good to me. Gonna mix it up in there, get all the good stuff out of the bowl, mix it all up in there, and get this marinating at least overnight, if not longer, in the fridge to get good flavor going. And then next step after that will be, hopefully we'll be putting this on the trays to put in the dehydrator. Okay, it's time to put the deer jerky that we've had marinating overnight into our brand new Cabela's tin tray dehydrator. And this is what the box looks like, and this is what all the tin little trays look like. They're pretty cool. They got big holes in them. What we're going to do is we're going to stack it all up on these and stick it in the gizmo here. I got it plugged in here in the laundry room because people say that the smell is overwhelming and it may get throughout the house, so we figure here's the best place. It's got a little drip tray in here, so it'll catch all the drippings instead of burning whatever. They say that they're supposed to put it on high setting for the first 3 hours, and then check them, maybe like turn them over on the trays, but also you can rotate the trays, and they say that that'll help too. So I will try all of those things, and then I will try to check them to see if they have that pliability or the snap to them, whatever it's supposed to be, the consistency I want them at. Okay, bowl is empty, just got some juiciness left in there, maybe one little piece of meat, not really a bunch, but we got them all in the trays. As you can see, I got some smaller pieces, we got some larger pieces. It's just the way we cut it up because we were trying to get a lot of the silver skin and fat out of it. And there's another tray under there. And let me show you what we got inside. Ooh, got all of my hands. And we got the machine running here. And we got some trays in here. And you can see it's working. It's got to be on high for 3 hours. Oh. Yeah. It's got to be on high for 3 hours, and then we'll check it and see if they need to be turned over, because they're smaller pieces that may cook faster. And we'll check back. Okay, we got the final product. This is our our venison jerky. We had some pieces that were thicker than others, so they went a little bit longer, but we had them in the machine for 3 hours on high, then we turned it down to like 120, 130, something like that. And I let it run for another 3 hours, and then I took out the ones that were thinner, that were crispier, and then I did it another hour and then checked them, and another hour and checked them, and was taking them out as they were getting crispier. There's some here that's just a little bit pliable, but they're not snapping. They're bending nice, and that's what you're supposed to look for, they say. We tried a couple of pieces of the harder pieces when we first took them out for the next time we make this, or we'll try a couple other recipes, but this was one that we got from a family member who does this all the time, and it does have some kick to it because of the pepper flakes we put in there. Yeah, it has some kick, and we're hoping that maybe, you know, the saltiness will either get used to it, or that's just the way that it's supposed to be. We don't eat a lot of beef jerky normally, so maybe it's just the venison jerky tastes a little different to us. We're not sure. But this is the final product. We haven't weighed it, but I'm going to guess it's probably, you know, 4 pounds of dried jerky when it's all done and said. And that's I mean, this is a pretty big container of it. So hope you enjoy. Please like, share, subscribe, watch our other videos, watch our other channel, Storage Chasers, if you like watching videos on storage unit buying and selling. Talk to you later.